I was driving over the top of the mountain. Ice had started to form from the melt on the roadway. As I drove my car over a little rise, I saw in my headlights a deer. So I quickly turned the wheels to the left to go around the deer, and as soon as I was past, I turned the wheel back again, and the car did not respond. I hit a semi-truck. The truck hit right behind the driver's side front wheel. It cut the vehicle from that point straight through to the right rear taillight of my car. Everything on the left side of the vehicle was gone. There were over 300 breaks in my rib cage. My right knee hit the dashboard and drove the femoral head through my hip. So I was a mess. I was laying on the floor of the automobile. I had no idea what had happened. I reached up and tried to move, pull myself back up onto what I could barely see now, the seat of the vehicle. I found that I really couldn't move. My whole left side of my body was not functional. As I was trying to move, I realized that something was wrong with my spine as well. And I felt everything from mid-thoracic go, everything below it just went numb. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be a paraplegic. There were people around. They talked to me. They had sent somebody to a local farmhouse to make a telephone call. But it's at least 35 minutes from a small hospital. So we don't know how long it will be to send an ambulance up to where we are. It's incredibly cold. I'm beginning to shiver. I felt very alone. I continued to get weaker and weaker. Unbeknownst to me, my spleen was ruptured severely. I was bleeding out. The pain starts to come, and I'm in agony. My breathing was labored. It was very difficult to get enough air in my lungs. I felt that this could be my life's end. If this was the end of my life, I truly didn't know if there was anything beyond. I know what I had been told, but no one knows the answers to those things. I began to think about myself as a little boy again. I could see everything that happened to me from the time I was a little person all the way through finding someone that I loved as a wife. I had 3 children. I thought, I have lived a really good life, and I'm grateful. I started to feel less and less pain. I felt as if someone was drawing a blanket all the way up to my chest, and I was becoming warm. I took as much air in as I could. My eyes closed. I was unconscious. I woke up. I was laying someplace that I really couldn't comprehend. It didn't feel like anything I had ever felt before. It was almost as if there was a tight fog that held to the ground. I pushed myself up. I looked around. It was as if it was a night sky. Only as I looked up at it, I could see the Milky Way galaxy, billions of stars. It was an incredibly beautiful sight. The firmament that I was standing on went off into infinity, and as I looked out, I saw a group of ethereal beings. They were bright, they were shining a really white, bright light. And this group called to me. I didn't hear a voice. The idea simply appeared in my mind. And as soon as I accepted that idea, I began to move rather quickly in the direction of those beings. When I reached them, they circled around me, and I felt this overwhelming love, acceptance. I felt the love that binds all things, that heals all things. Love is the greatest power in the universe. That's how the creation was made, through love. Everything that I had heard before about being judged wasn't a part of what I was experiencing. In any way, I was made to feel that I had done something special. And these beings held me and sent energy and love into me. And I felt this incredible love that was everywhere around me and through me and in me. This was my true home. The most interesting thing was that everything that I had been worried about moments before, all of the things that I was doing at work, making another move and buying another home and selling the old one, all of the details that every human being goes through, all of a sudden, they were meaningless. And I had the feeling that whatever was next, everything would be okay. It would be just fine. Amazing feeling to be relieved of all of the problems, all of the headaches of living in a three-dimensional existence. And I thought, it's really easy to die. And the hard part is living. I had the idea that I could stay or I could choose to go back. But it was my choice to make. And I was in a quandary. I didn't know what to do. I found myself thinking about my 3 little children and my wife. How I would really like to see them grow up and see how their lives turned out. And when I thought that thought, I was rocketed back to my body.